that's weird. I don't think I've been talking for 30 seconds already. And then I sure looked, and sure enough, I didn't actually have the intro or the delay on. So luckily we got that now before anything bad can happen. Oh my gosh, some of these players may have known what the status of the draft that was current. Oh, that'd be awful. We do going to have ETC and Lunara banned out on the side of Smoke. We do have, as you can see, first pick and first ban did come out of the side of Smoke, which means Wholesome Halfwits did actually win the flip. As much as there wasn't a flip, they got first priority. They took map pick. They have taken us to Volskaya. We do have Stukov and Junkrat. I do like Junkrat. Junkrat is a terror on this map. Although, frankly, honestly, Junkrat's kind of a terror on all maps. So take that for as much as you will. Let me go and move myself over. Had a co-caster yesterday, so I'm not in the middle. Stuck in the middle with me.
I stand ready.
So we do go and have Prof Dingle taking the Vala first and foremost.
Victory, the crusade calls.
We also do go and have Crooked Smiles taking the Sylvanas. Definitely wants to push along with that Protector or possibly split push. Dr. CJ is going to go ahead and take the Johanna. But one of the most durable and difficult to engage into tanks. Although, doesn't have a bit of a problem with it with a very, very, very mobile character just going past her. So we do go ahead and have, and Crooked Smile is taking the Syl. For the Fronish Clone out of a Nubarak, definitely more of an engaged tank. A little bit harder into Johanna because again that Iron skin undoes a lot of things. But Psycho getting onto Gazlo, we know that Psycho really, really, really likes this hero. Now we've got the bans. We don't have a healer yet on the side of Smoke, so I would expect the healer ban to come out. And indeed, we do have the Anduin taken out. On the other side, we also actually don't have a healer on the other side. So, but they also have not taken their offlaner yet. And if they want to avoid the heal choke, because that's the thing, like their opponents do have a pick before they do. So they may go ahead and focus on the offlane. No, they do go ahead and go with the Deckard, continuing to just strip away those healers. Not going to have Deckard, not going to have Anduin, not going to have Stu. All right, sorry about that. Somehow this thing got set back up to 6,000 bits per second, which is not what we're looking for. We do go and have everyone moving up towards the top. Looks like Dr. CJ is going to be on the Johanna. Malaviel is on the Malfurion. We do have G Money Drums coming around on that Tassadar. We have Crooked Smile on the Sylvanas, and Leoric all by himself in the middle having a little bit of a problem. Does go out and be like, I should not be here. There's no way I can fight all of these guys. Meanwhile, over on the other side of Smoke, Smoke is moving up, trying to deal with that. Nice avoidance for the most part, although two people do get caught in the Emerald Dreams. We do have Psycho coming in on Gazlo. Bishop Nader is on the Anubarak. Xeno on that Lucio. Killua on the Li Ming. And Psycho, of course, laying it down. Playing the... Actually, I already said the Gazlo. I don't know who I didn't say. Prof Dingle on the Bala. We'll go and go with that one. That seems a lot better. Be loads better now. I definitely am no longer dropping frames. I again apologize about that. Don't know how this thing got misset, but I will check all of my settings. First time I've ever casted this one, and it is a separate thing of setup, so obviously it was slightly misdone. Dr. CJ getting very, very, very low. Is going to go ahead and get out of there and not quite go down, thankfully. Xeno in a bit of trouble is trying to get back. Bishop Nader also down to about 100 health, which is definitely not what you're looking for. With that being said, we do have Leoric in the bottom lane. Going ahead and picking up this experience. Looking at our questing talents, we do go and have Infernal Shadows at level 1 for the Sylvanas. We do go and get the Static Charge and Laws of Hope. Vala does go for Fire at Will, is not going the stacking auto attack quest. Kind of exactly what we're looking for. And then we do also get no other stacking quest inside of Smoke. With that being said, we do go and have the rotation going back and forth through middle. No one actually making a play for the Sentinel camps just yet. It looks like Leoric is trying to double soak. Is going to run up here. This is going to be a momentarily 4 versus 5. Need to be a little bit careful on the side of Smoke. We do go ahead and have Lucio going to bed. but no real attempt to follow up into that. We do have Sylvanas moving down, going ahead and going to take out this mercenary camp. Is surprisingly enough actually starting with the turret, not with the healer. Though obviously it works out with G-Money drums coming in and going ahead and cleaning that out before the healer can heal. There is a rotation going over. Psycho needs to be careful. They are trying to rotate in on him. Xeno is in the area. There is the wall. We do go to have Vala moving in. It is going to be a 3 versus possibly 4. Maleval is in the area. We also do go to have Dr. Sigeli. Tankster's right in there. We do have the first kill as Lucio's down. Bishop Nader are going to be very close behind. That is a 2-4-0 in favor of Wholesome Halfwits. We do go ahead and get the... Oh, sorry. Going to get that picked up. They do drop a turret, but they managed to steal the turret, so that in the end of the day, that is okay. 2 kills for none on the side of Wholesome Halfwits. That is going to give them about a 1-level lead here early on in the game. Dr. Sigeli moving up in order to go in and get this top soak. Meanwhile, we do have Sylvanas hanging out here in the middle. Very quick refreshment, because it helps. Oh, we do go and have Tankster down here going in and picking up the soak. Level 6 is just about to come online. But more importantly, level 7 on the side of Wholesome Halfwits in just a moment. And going to get this picked up very shortly. Very quickishly. With that being said, we do go ahead and get Xeno, Kahlua, and Bishop Nader bouncing back and forth, doing a little bounce. Going up to the top lane, we do go ahead and get this nice immersion camp being taken out very quickly. No real chance to get anything done. And we are up to 84% on this Punisher. Defender, Protector, whatever it is. It definitely starts, and it has an ER at the end. That's for sure. There's no question there. Nice root and sleep coming out on the Nubrak. Psycho in a lot of trouble. Gazlo going in. Gazlo is going to actually be able to get out. Xeno down to extremely low. Tankster is looking for this. Tankster is going back and forth like, I'm going to get you to come out of here, Lucio. But the answer is no, you actually won't. Vala does, however, go down. Did not take the Gambit, so that's not going to be a huge issue. Li Ming wants this, but Tankster is not going to let them have it easily. But with that, we do go and have the Skeleton King goes down. Oh, Li Ming with the teleport and the quick combo to take out Tassadar, Mage versus Mage, and Kahlua is going to kill Ua. Very low health bars. It is still 3 versus 3. Surprisingly enough, where is everyone else? That is my question. We did have Tassadar go down, but there should be a 4th body here, but I do not... Oh, there it is. Lyric tricked me. And we do go and have the first Protector coming down on the side of Wholesome Halfwits. Lyric moves down below. We do go and get the Rocket Boost, followed by Hyper Boost and Overload. Kind of the laser beam build. A little bit of a change out. We do have the tank becoming the driver, and then Tassadar going to be the mage. Kind of works naturally with their skill set, I think. There is Crooked Smile. Crooked Smile gets a lot of stun coming out. No real attempt, but there is a great Emerald Dream comes out. Just go ahead and keep people. Prof Dingle is going to take a lot of damage. Crooked Smile goes ahead and runs back. And we do have Johanna. Johanna pops out. Okay. No, actually, I think that was actually the ability. I don't think Prof Dingle popped out. So Prof Dingle, Johanna is the driver. They're not going to be able to do that. And there goes the Moonwell. That was the real objective. They also go in and get the front wall. They have not yet gotten the tower, but it looks like it's going to be a matter of time before the tower falls. Double soaking coming out of Psycho. Level 10s are online for the side of Wholesome Halfwits. We do go and have the Blessed Shield, Twilight Dream, Mind Control, Entomb, and Black Hole. Twilight Dream is interesting. Not really what I was expecting. Very aggressive Malfurion coming in here. Speaking of aggression, we have Dr. Sigeli got a little bit too close. Flew too close to the sun and does get taken out. Tassadar also going to go down, but Lucio being the trade out. Still a 2-for-1 advantage for Smoke, but that's going to change in a second. Bishop Nader does not survive. We do end up with 2v2 at the end of the day. We do go down level 10s picked up on Smoke as well. We're going to go in and see Wave of Force, Gravel Bomb, High Five, Cocoon, and Strafe. Are down here, going ahead and very quickly sip from the healing waters of the Moonwell. Nice movement. Are we going to see another invade? We definitely could. Leeming is in the area. Has not actually started it yet. Leoric is not allowed to ride the train while dead. I just wondered, can Leoric actually ride the train of the enemy team? I don't think that's how the bug works, but I could be very, very easily wrong. That'd be kind of hilarious. Still, obviously don't do it. There are rules against it. Does look like we're going to have Wholesome Halfwits go ahead and pick up this top camp. Healing Beacon is taken down. We're kind of staging back and forth. We still have all ports up on the game, so no catapults being spawned in just yet. Looking at talents real quick, and you can jump out. Not immediately. I was trying to look to see. We do have level 13 online for Wholesome Halfwits. We are going to continue to see the dagger build. Nature's Swiftness. Let him move around. That's going to be very, 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 very helpful in terms of trying to get in position for that Twilight Dream. There was an Entomb that tried to come out, but unfortunately did whiffle doodle. With that, we do go and have Psycho in the bottom lane, kind of being ignored. I have not seen Leora come down here in a while. That is allowing them to slowly catch up on experience. Both teams are now level 13. Gaslow does get overcharged capacitors, so kind of the blammy build, but it makes sense. And we also do have great move in and great black hole catching 2 people, and we're gonna have a double takedown. 8 kills to 4 in favor of Wholesome Halfwits, and we also have the first 4 of the game going down against the aggression of the Cyan team. Definitely we're coming down here to get some of the soak. Is going to harass Psycho for just a second. Where did Leoric take at level 1? It was actually consumed vitality. Interesting and unexpected. I guess that makes sense though. You are fighting away from the point. Actually, Gaslow rotated up, ran into a lot of friends. Was not expecting. Did not realize so many people liked him. Man, that was a lot of ults committed for a single kill, but you know what? They did get the kill. Here's the problem, though. A Nubox will be back in 25 seconds, and that Entomb is down for 40. The Twilight Dream is down for 80. But still, what it really feels like is they've got a lot of ults that all of them, you know, just lead directly to a kill. Entomb leads directly to a kill. Twilight Dream actually doesn't necessarily. It's kind of the bonus one. Mind Control leads directly to a kill. Black Hole leads directly to a kill. And so can very easily the Throne Shield. Blessed Shield, I don't know why I couldn't remember the name of it. It is specified. Gosh dang it, I even thought I need to fix that. Thank you, Murda.
Blue team has taken control of a protector.
With that being said, we do go ahead and moving in. Oh, Dr. Sigeli very, very, very deep, trying to get a lot of stuff done. Will kill be back in, but is going to take the shots from that fort. We do go and have the Protector online, Balfurion, and they put the healer in the Protector. I'm not sure I agree with that at all, but we are going to go ahead and see this taken out. There is the Gravel Bomb. Gravel Bomb goes ahead and pulls the lure back in. There is the stun, and it looks like TK Tanksta is going to walk out of here with about 500 health. A lot of damage going into this Protector real quick. Protector does go in and go down. Bishop made her in a little bit, but does go in and burrow charge right out of there. Favadingo goes back, strafes away. Gonna go ahead and try a hungry arrow, but no hunger this time. That arrow will indeed go hungry. Arrow needs to go to Taco Bell, if you know what I'm saying. You go and have these camps not showing on the minimap, but this one is a minute away. This one is also a minute away. They are going to once again have Wholesome Halfwits moving back up to the top of the map. I'm going to go ahead and pick up this healing camp. I'm going to try and get that. Get a lot of toys going into the next objective. It does look like they've got a turret and a healing camp so far. On the other side of the field, doesn't look like anyone has anything, so they are completely bereft. They need to open up a Toys for Tots drive, try and get this taken care of. There are 2 forts down for smoke at the moment. Also, Murda, if you're in chat, can you either make me a mod or do predictions? Because there was no prediction for this game because I'm not a mod. It's super sad. Dr. Sigilli gets a lot of... Never mind, actually. Gaslow got very, very greedy, wanted that Sigilli, went ahead and got them stuck, but then the entire rest of the team comes out and they could not play. Prophet Dingle does go and get slowed, is going ahead and strafing, trying to get out of here. It looks like they will actually successfully escape. Kahlua moves in, goes in and gets a big old lightning bolt to the face. Quick smile, shifting back and forth. Shifting back and forth. They are moving in, doing a little bit of damage down below. Obviously, they do have Sylvanas, so they can push anytime they want to, just about. Sylvanas does go ahead and shut down one of the towers. But here comes the engage in. We do go and have the Unstoppable coming down. Going to go and stop the Leora from being put to sleep. Tanks are taking a lot of damage, is coming in. We're actually going to have the bug goes down first, but the skeleton goes out right behind it. All kinds of Halloween things are being taken out of this game. It is November. Halloween is over. I'm sad too. But no bugs, no skeletons, not allowed. We do have 4 versus 4. There is a big orb that does end up missing. They did go ahead and commit a turret for this and did only really get the front wall, but it does look like the bridge point will unlock down below. And I do think Leoric is a better person to lose than the Anubrock, although actually, with this level lead, the Anubrock should come back significantly before the Leoric, even with Leoric cheating death.
It's time, heroes. Control the terminal and bring in the protector.
Looking at this right quick, we do go ahead and have a nice little... They say, you know what? We are 2 levels down. They are just on the verge of level 20. We cannot necessarily contest this protector. Although, as I say that, they're thinking about contesting this protector. I'm not 100% sure what the plan is here. There's a nice separation. We'll have to see where they're ultimately going. 2 people inside the black hole. Black hole, move away, and then Lyra comes down and says, stay right where you are. Testar and Lyric are in a fight right now. Like, I want them to not move. Well, I want them slowly floating away. Well, I want them to not move. It's a problem, but here comes Wholesome Halfwits going down the bottom, going ahead and looking to play for at least the bottom keep. Although with level 20s and with 30 seconds with no opponent, and with Sylvanas turning it down, this may be a play to end. Dr. Sigilli does take a little bit of damage. Just want to put out Iron Skin or just try and stay alive. It's just kind of staying up through this. They go ahead and look at Bishop Nader, pull back. A lot of damage going in here. Bishop Nader is very far out in the head. Like, guys, I'm defending this. You don't want to step up, but Dr. Sigilli absolutely wants to step in. Dr. Sigilli is not afraid. Nice double stun coming to Nubrak. Kahlua in a lot of trouble. Kahlua going to go and get it, hit against their electric defense. There goes the Entomb. Buried alive. Does go ahead and bury the bug alive, as well as both of our Diablo ladies. Go ahead and be removed from this game. We are down to 40%. This definitely looks like the end of the game. I don't think Psycho and Xeno can hold this up, especially with Xeno going down. Psycho is going to survive only because the core goes down, and game number 1 is going to go in favor of Wholesome Halfwits. Looking at things at the end of game number 1, we are going to go ahead and see at the end of the day. Malfurion doing a little bit better healing than Lucio. Does end up with 86,000 compared to Lucio's 66,000. That said, that doesn't mean too terribly much because Lucio is oftentimes not necessarily considered a healer. He's a high 5 machine, or a break it down machine. Like, you take him because his ult swings fight so hard, and you sort of expect him to not have high healing as a result. In terms of damage, we do have a Leeming putting on a clinic. 69,000, follow up with Vala, 61,000. But at the end of the day, it is one of those things of effective damage versus overall damage, because even though they did more damage than anyone else, was it effective? They only actually secured 5 kills to 18. Sylvanas coming in from the other side, doing less damage. Testar as well, but the damage was just very. They had a lot of engage tools and were able to use that in order to get a lot of pickoffs over the course of the game. Very much what you want to see. Enjoy that ever important soak. We do go and have 18,000 from the Gaslow. Leora coming in with 16,000. Here are the talents. If you want to copy them, take them to your Storm League games, run with them, rock with them, become the king of Viridian City or wherever you're playing from. And I will see you guys in just a second for game number 2.
Well, is that all? I expected a discourse on how I'll never defeat you. Again.
By the way, if you're holding on for a Frozen reference, just let it go. Oh no, what have I done?
No, I was never in Night Ranger. But I have an all-dead girl group called Banshee.
1,001 gods, and none could save you.
We must stop them, or all will be lost.
Sonya on the way up, and we're going to have ourselves a fight on the point. Althene and Slice in position. Mind Control is actually going to land onto Jaina. Good deny there by Mei. There's the ice block onto 2. One very, very low, and that's Crooked Smile. Sylvanas going down first, but Lathendra being chased out by the Cho'Gall. TKS tanks to hits the Feral Spirit, and that's going to be Tychus going down here, but Thrall may fall as well. There's the 2 for 2 for now. Deckard Cain going to be the next to go down. Smalaviel dueling versus Slice here. May going to have to back off. Cho'Gall may not let it happen. We'll see. Can all catch up. Poppin' Fresh going to turn it around here. The Cryo Freeze is online. It's a 3 for 2 for Wholesome Halfwits.
ETC is going to slide through the Andrew and get him body blocked around so that Andrew on the Taskfire falls. Leoric then kind of not in among his teammates because his teammates got pushed out, going to fall as well. That is going to be the first 2 kills of the game over to Wholesome Halfwits.
The jump in from the Murden, big damage coming out. Pokeflute's gonna go down. We will see Soul Shepherd as well, very low. They're not able to keep it up. Bishop Mist trying to get out of there. 24 stacks now coming up. Lunara eats the stun, will go down with the assist from G Money Drums. Big balls, big Qs coming out from the Li Ming.
Hey, do you think you can help me find the beat? I seem to have dropped it.
If you can feel the ground moving, it's already too late.
Honestly, I'm just amazed Swiftwing can keep this up. I mean, flop, 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 flop. It never stops.
Not enough hatred. Just kidding. I hate you a bunch right now.
You know what the best part of being boss of Ratchet is? Because I'd love to know. I mean, seriously, it's so boring.
By the way. Oh, stun onto the Anubrak, another stun.
Oh, but when it comes stun knock him in, no. The re-engage happens from the blue team. They're chasing down this Kerrigan. And also Junkrat, but he gets the mine out. But now Lucio might be in trouble.
Oh, she's dead. Kerrigan got killed.
Wait, Kerrigan? What?
Or, sorry,
Junkrat is dead. And oh, huge light bomb on 3 people. Lucio and Diablo bite the dust, and so does Kerrigan. And this will be a full team wipe. Unless, yeah, okay, they get it.
Some stacks, but there is a little bit of brawl happening right as the objective starts. The offlaners are going to the respective towers stop, and the bottom brawl is going to happen. But Sonya just didn't pick it up.
Sonya's really behind on that soak, so she did need to catch that mid wave, and the Lyric was gonna interrupt anyway, so might as well just grab the soak and then interrupt him. Everybody here on the bot side is getting killed by the Vala. I forgot who that was. Medivh. He throws out the portal, but he gets CC'd before he can even get into that, so he's just gonna go down as well.
Comes out from Captain Crowley that Durant's doing actually a decent amount of CC there. Excellent sleep from Althene. Althene taking a lot of damage from it. Poppin' Fresh actually goes under and will go down to the Vala. Slice is able to get Dingleprof back, and that will be 3 people down on the side of Bad by Design.
All right, and welcome to the pre-game for game number 2 between Wholesome, Halfwits, and Smoke. We do go ahead and see, as we said last time, we did go ahead and have Wholesome, Halfwits were the higher ranked team. They picked map pick in game number 1, but before we got there, they went ahead and took out Dragonshire and Sky Temple. Their opponents took out Infernal Shrines and Tomb of the Spider Queen. Basically, that middle row, neither team really cares for. They're just like, you know what? We like to top, we like to bottom. Middle is just right out. We're not interested. Get that away from us. Entire middle row is just banned right on out of here. We are going to go ahead and see the Towers of Doom being the second pick. Obviously, we just finished Volskaya Foundry. So with that being done, and with that being said, Towers of Doom is our second pick. Towers of Doom, my least favorite map to play because I'm an offlaner, and offlaner basically just be like, just go and babysit the top and bottom, or top and middle lanes while the rest of the team gets to have fun. Bye! So obviously we will almost assuredly see a double soaker on this map from both teams, and we're going to draft right now, so no more analysis. Let's go! With that said, we are in here. You can see that first pick is coming out of the side of Smoke because Smoke did decide for first pick after losing game 1, giving map pick over to Wholesome Halfwits. And they have, of course, as you can see, right up there at the top, taken Towers of Doom. So first ban, what are we going to see? What was the thing that really... Here's the big problem, actually, if you are Smoke, is that what do you ban here? And the answer is that you don't really have an answer because they had 4 ways to engage into you. They could kill you within, they could engage onto you with Entomb, they could engage onto you with the shield, they could engage onto you with the black hole, they could engage onto you with, what was the last one? Mind control. And you only got 2 bans. So I don't know what I would ban here. I'm very curious what they end up doing. Because at the end of the day, it's not like one hero was the bane of their existence. Their opponents were just in a comp where they had so many different ways to initiate. They do go ahead and go with a Lunara. Getting Bambi out of here, saying go back to... This is Towers of Doom. There's like literally not even any trees here. This is a industrial wasteland. Get the deers out of here. This is not Legend with Will Smith. We are going to go have Stukov being taken out. Stukov much more at home on Towers of Doom for sure. No real question that I would much rather see him, but not going to be what we end up seeing. We do got to have Sylvanas. That is the first actual respect coming from the previous game. Lunara was, I think, banned before, I believe, but I'm not positive. But definitely was not played last game. Sylvanas, on the other hand, absolutely was. And then our last ban is going to be the Junkrat. Still, Junkrat can stall for days. It can put out the explosive at such a time that it's almost impossible to turn in while Junkrat is around. And then he's just impossible to kill. Overwatch heroes just don't die. That's my big takeaway from Heroes of the Storm. We do go and have the Nzebo being picked up for Prof Dingle. So we now will have to go ahead and find out the Malavial on Deckard. Actually taking Deckard very early. Not the healer choke that we had before. And what's really interesting is that Deckard is the pick. I would argue that Deckard is not typically as... Although actually with how much of the battle map is on the bottom lane, it's a smaller area. So I guess Deckard actually does get a lot higher in value. Also to go and get the Hanzo and Crooked Smile. Remember I talked about how we can have double soakers. We do have Psycho coming out on Leoric or a double soak, and Xeno on that Anduin. Now that's actually really interesting. Kahlua was the healer last game, so either we're going to have a switch or we're going to have just a different person choosing to heal this time. Looking at that, we do have Diablo, no tank, actually on either side. So, say Diablo, there's a lot of walls we actually have to turn in against an impassable structure. Let's not have Diablo running around this map. Seems unfun to me. So here's the nice thing about Leoric is obviously he double soaks, but also one of the big things you can do in order to mess up a double soaker on this map is go Vikings and have Eric just like knock them off the mount repeatedly. But Leoric does have the ability to spooky walk, and actually spooky walks faster than a horse rides, and you can't stop it. So that is a little bit of insurance against a possible Vikings. We do go ahead and have the Urel banned out on the side of Smoke. No hippity hoppity goats, thank you very much. Oh, interesting Tanksta coming out on the Blaze. I do feel like Blaze struggles a bit into Leoric. Spooky Hand a lot easier to hit than charge. Johanna is going to continue being Dr. CJ's pick in terms of the tank. I also feel like Leo is just a better double soaker than Blaze is. Blaze can double soak, don't get me wrong, but I feel like Leo will get priority over time. We do go in at the Stitches coming out from Bishop Nader. Not a Nubrak this time, going to pull people out. And then Kahlua coming out in order to punish some of these high hit pulls. Though granted, Tychus into Johanna is difficult because Johanna can just blind you every time you use your ability. And lastly, we do have G Money coming out on that Jaina. So that is the teams. Looking at it, I do like the offlane better for Smoke, but other than that, Stitches and Zebo, Tychus is going to be stuck with not a lot to do because Stitches is not. If Stitches doesn't go in, Tychus just has to stay back and not be very effective. Hanzo and Jaina will be better poke. Nazebo also has a bit of a problem. I do think the 4-man is stronger for Wholesome Halfwits. We'll go ahead and get into the game, find out where we find out, and I will see you in 2 seconds. Load real quick so I can get your gambling up.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
Dang it. Still, apparently I'm not allowed to gamble. Oh, and this has been up the whole time. I apologize, you guys. Possibly predictions are not enabled on this channel. That's oh, you know what? I bet that's what it is. I forgot this channel is not affiliated. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Not 100% sure why it's not, but hey, there you go.
10 seconds.
With that being said, we do go ahead and have everyone is zoning in here. So we'll go ahead and get this up and running. We do go ahead and have just pop-ups moving in. And like Dr. Sigelli is on the Johanna. We do have G Money Drums on the Jaina. Crooked Smile is on the Hanzo. TK Tanksta is on Blaze. And Malaviel is on the Deckard Kane. On the other side of the battlefield, representing Smoke, we are going to have Zeno on that Anduin. Psycho coming in on the King Leoric. Bishop Nader on the Stitches. We do have Kahlua on Tychus, and Prof Dingle is playing the Nazebo. And they are, both teams are just smacking into each other. There's a very, very nice hook. Does pull Crooked Smile out of there. Tychus Grenade does go ahead and knock him down to about 60% health, but no actual danger. Leoric is up in the top lane, going ahead and starting the double soak dance. Blaze is heading up there, but it looks like there is going to be a rotation down bottom. With that being said, we do have people going back and forth and back. A little bit of aggression coming from it. Just a little quick little ice ball coming out of. I'm sorry. For a second, the way that looked, it looked like I was like his May in this game, but no, it was the Tiger's Grenade. I'm pretty sure. Caught me off guard for just a second. We have the double soaking going on. Here are the most attractive and talented characters in Heroes of the Storm. The offlaners who get experience so you guys can have fun. Yes, I totally stole that from Jinxie Cat and not even going to apologize for it. With that being said, we do go ahead and have Dr. Sigilli and the 4-man down here. Bishop looking for this is going in. A lot of damage onto Sigilli, but not going to be able to really threaten too terribly much. There is a back off happening. It does look like the sappers will be cleaned up before they can do any damage to the wall. Dr. Sigilli is coming around for the flank, looking for something. We'll rotate up here to mid, because as mentioned, Leoric will slowly outpace the Blaze. And so they have to come up here and pick up this experience real quick, because Blaze was not getting it all. Granted, I do think that will change later in the game. Blaze does kind of come online, but actually Blaze coming down here in order to try and get an engage. All 5 coming down. It looks like Leoric did go up and check to see if Blaze is on the camp, because he did just refresh the map. Should have gone ahead and called out to his team, hey, be careful. But Kahlua is not going to be able to get out in there in time. And we do go ahead and have the first kill of the game going over the side of Wholesome Halfwits. With that being said, we do go ahead and have the Psycho in the middle of the map. Getting this cleaned up. About 5 seconds until these are going in. Xeno getting a lot of damage. Looks like Anduin's going to be driven back. And we should have 2 altars going to the side of Wholesome Halfwits. Bishop Mater tries to get that done. They're trying to go in. Actually, I did not realize that all 4 of them would be back in time to fight over this. And they are starting to move in. The tops are traded. Blaze is thinking about coming down. Yep, Blaze is now on the way. Blaze is on the way. This one to come down and punish if they try and come in here. But Blaze has been missing from the map for a second, and it looks like there is no engage. They realize the possibility, and Blaze is going back up to the middle of the map at the moment. That is going to be 32 health on the side of Smokescore, 36 health for the Wholesome Halfwits. Crooked Smile coming back, trying to hold back the tide for just a moment. It looks like the mercenary camps will be picked up on both sides. Looking at the talents, we do go ahead and have Master Assassin actually picked up. Definitely going to see an Odin in that case. This is the one talent that helps you even when you're an Odin. There is the Unstoppable Johanna, kind of gets stuck in the zombie wall. Yes, the Unstoppable Johanna got stuck. I said it. Want to fight over it? Nice 4-man coming in, but here is the Leoric. Crooked Smile is slowed down. Psycho is looking for this, but nice bait. The jump over the wall happens right as the spooky walk comes in. Dr. Jelly does go ahead and get back, maybe a little bit too late, but there's a great stun coming out of the Blaze, goes in and gets 3 people caught, and no one actually going to be taken out. Although, as I say that, never mind. First stack of Master Assassin is picked up by that Taiki. You have Psycho going ahead and cleaning up this lane, quite literally. Going in the mop bucket. My team gets mad at me because I don't use the gender Leoric. They say I'm some sort of, like, heathen. Which, you know what? That's just your opinion, man. Alright, that did show. They saw G-Money go up there. However, with a 4-man... Actually, it looks like everyone's up here. We got another fight. The teams are ready to go. Amped up, ready to go. To go ahead and have Crooked Smile turning this in. It does look like no one will be able to oppose this, but at the same time, the other one is picked up. We are down to 28 health on the side of Spoke, 32 on the side of Wholesome Halfwit. And starting to move into this. They are looking to take down top wall or bottom wall. Meanwhile, it does look like Wholesome Halfwits are interesting enough putting pressure on the middle fort. I have to question if I can talk to them. I will ask about this decision because typically you always prioritize bottom on this map.
Red team has destroyed the fort.
And they don't even get it. Leora comes out and says, I'm a spooky dude. We do have, oh, I love the ensemble. Just Johanna does not give a censored. However, you know what, who also doesn't give a censored is going to be the Stitches. Nice. Oh, I actually think the light bomb was a smidge early. Just stay while Listen does go ahead and make Lewis stay in place. We do have a double kill. Tygus being traded out for Johanna. Just like Anduin is going to be the next one down. There's this charge coming in. Bishop Nader is going ahead and being stunned for a second. Says, get over here. I'm going to pull you over to my... Oh, wait, my towers are dead. Crap.
Be swift, heroes.
With that being said, we do go ahead and have Hanzo, Crooked Smile targeting this one. Malavial doing everything he can. I'm an old man blocking the way. We do go and have Crooked Smile gets that picked up. Jaina is down here at the bottom lane. But one hero... No, I was going to say one hero minion just comes and says, I don't want you to do that. But nope. Prof Dingle not in time, not able to stop this. And there are another 3. However, the nice thing is they had taken the bottom tower, so they actually only lose 6 health instead of the 8 they could have. 22 to 32. We go and have everyone kind of moving on through. There is quite a bit of damage coming out for Psycho. Psycho goes ahead and gets roughed up and knocked down. Yes, that's what I said. Does look like Wholesome Halfwits are going to spend a little bit more time trying to make sure to go and clean this up. There were some sabbers that went into it, so we do go ahead and have it down to about 60% health. And now the squeeze begins. Oh, I like that little like shimmy that Psycho did. Psycho's just like, yeah, you're not charging nothing. You're not charging nobody. I guess we'll go ahead and get this. And here's the thing. Okay, they do go ahead and start rotating back, trying to go ahead and get this taken down. A lot of experience being lost, and we do have level 13s on the side of Smoke at the moment. 13s are now picked up as they retake their bottom tower. But while that's being done, we do go ahead and have Fluid in the channel. Are they going to be able to get it done? And yes, the shots are through, and we are down to 28 health on the side of Wholesome Halfwits. But they do suffer 2 losses for that. There is a nice zoning buried alive, or entombed alive. Alright, it does look like they're trying to extend their lead. I'm going to go ahead and try and maintain their 10-shot advantage with Leora down for quite a while. But while they're doing this, great play coming out of Smoke. Smoke says, alright, we're going to let you have those shots. We would much rather put pressure on the bottom lane. Zeno and Kalua are just putting on a clinic, getting it done. I'm going to go ahead and get this taken care of. Will they be able to get it handled? We do have Stock vs. Jelly almost here. They will go ahead and get it done, but will there be another sacrifice of 2 people in order to get this? Kalua in a lot of trouble. A lot of damage going through. There is the light bomb. Great falling sword comes up right before that light bomb goes off, and we will go ahead and have again that double kill. By double, maybe I mean triple. There is a stasis coming out of the Prof Dingle, but Prof Dingle will go ahead and pay the ultimate price. This is the problem. They keep getting priority on bottom lane. They keep being up shots, but it doesn't matter if they never actually get a turn in. Because to date, they have not gotten a turn in while they had that bottom fort. I'm sure that I'm sure. I say I'm sure, but I'm actually not.
The time is now, heroes. Claim the altar.
go ahead and get the 6 shots out of the uncontested 2. We were going to have a kill on Leoric, and only Bishop Nader is left. Never mind, here comes everyone else. But it is 4 versus... Here's the up, comes up 5. 5 versus 4 at the moment. They've already put 6 shots in. They're looking for another 3. Let the dragon consume you. More like let the bodies hit the floor. Malaviel is going to go ahead and move back. Kahlua does go ahead and gets very, very quickly out of there. It was down to 190 and down to 70. Bishop Nader barely alive. I like the G-Money, a very, very quick response in order to say, you know what? This doesn't look like it'll hit me, but better safe than sorry. I'm not under pressure. Let me go into Ice Block and make sure. But here's the flank coming in. There is a sleep on the Prof Dingle. Prof Dingle having to fall back.
Heroes, I have opened a tunnel near our core that leads to the best center. Use it well.
What? I mean, I knew I could do that. I've opened my tunnel as well.
Bishop Nader might be a little bit too far out in front, and there is the great stun coming from the Blaze. Bishop Nader just absolutely, a big old bag of flesh became a big old bag of corpse. I protect you, but you know what? What won't protect you? There's a big old Dorito, catches both of them. Very, very well placed by the Deckard Cain. Xeno in a lot of trouble. It does look like Prof Dingle will get out of here, but not so much the lad. The lad goes back to the Hall of Storms, courtesy of the escort on the behalf of the Wholesome Halfwits.
Prepare yourselves, heroes. The altars rise.
It looks like there is a attempt at a tower trade. 2 people down below.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
They will not trade it out, but once again, they are in position to turn this in. There is a movement. We do have Stitches in the area, and does go ahead and grab the gazebo, trying to get this in. But Prof Dingle in a lot of trouble, does move in a little bit ahead of everyone else. There is Unstoppable on the Johanna. They are moving in. A lot of killing back and forth. Blaze is not here currently, but there's a big falling sword, lands on 3 people. There is the dragon consumes you, and the dragon ate very, very well today, as Leoric, Tychus, and Stitches all go down. Another 3 shots, down to 6 health. 6 health, a very, very problematic number, because it is 2 sapper camps.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
All right, they do go ahead and take the bottom fort. Surprisingly enough, they are... Okay, they're going straight up here to get boss. I guess. No, boss is 30 seconds. I'm not... Are they push? I'm not 100% sure what the play is here. I'm not sure why they wouldn't go for sappers. All right, red team do go ahead and take out the bottom fort. There is a single altar phase coming up. Here's the thing: if this altar is taken by Wholesome Halfwits, we are going to end up in a situation where they're just a boss away from winning, or a full sapper camp away from winning. Though they would have to remove a fort if they wanted to go the sapper route. Deckard is going to go ahead and turn this in with a very, very limited threat. But they do have, for one of the few kills they've actually gotten. Oh, Leoric almost took the middle. Actually, they're only 1 tower away. This is super, super tense, because here's the thing. There's only 1 tower up for Wholesome Halfwits. They will start a bombardment if they can go ahead and take this away, and they don't have Johanna. However, at the same time, the boss will end game for Wholesome Halfwits. There's the dragon eating well once again. Prof Dingle just doesn't care. And there it is. Now we do have the Wholesome Halfwits in here trying to take a tower back. Going to not get too terribly bombarded as that goes ahead and goes down. So here we are moving in very quickly, very abruptly, very dangerously. They are going to go ahead and take boss off the map. They do realize that is their lost condition in a big way. So we do go and have Smoke saying, we're not going to be able to hold force. We're not going to be able to bombard them to death. I know it sucks, but let's go ahead and race them, but take away our lost condition. There we go in ahead and had the bunker come out. Dragon consumes you. We do have Bishop Nader standing in it for a lot of it. There is the Falling Sword. Falling Sword comes down. Bishop Nader going to go down. Tiger's going to go down. Prof Dingle going to be the next target. Does get pulled out by the Anduin, but it gets pulled out right into Deckard's face, and Deckard comes in with a big old club and goes, what? 20 seconds till Ultra Phase. 50 seconds until most of these guys are back. This should be the end of the game for sure. They're just hanging out here. Leoric going to do whatever he can. But I'm sorry, Leo, you're amazing. You're a golden god. You're not going to be able to get this done. Especially not now. And with that, here come the 3 shots coming on in. And we do have the core of smoke going down. Game number 2 as game number 1 in favor of the Wholesome Halfwits. Congratulations to them. But of course, this is a best of 5, as it now says at the top of the screen. So let's go ahead and look forward to game number 3. Before we get there, though, we have stats to look at because stats are important. Once again, in terms of the healing race, we do have the old man Deckard Cade. Does come in with 81,000 healing of the course of the game. Great job by Malaviel. We do have Zeno on 51,000 on the Anduin. In terms of that hero damage, we do have Hanzo, Crooked Smile, hello, putting on a clinic. Hanzo almost did twice as much damage as everyone else, not quite. 54 plus 54 is not 80. I don't know if you know math, but I know that much. But we do go and have Hanzo clearing away, out damaging the rest of the game. We do have G-Money Drums coming in with 54,000 healing. Or healing? No, how about the anti-healing? And then we do go and have Nazibo on Prof Dingle being number 3. Lastly, looking at the soak, we do have Leoric out double soaking Blaze. Blaze kept going down and looking to get involved. Blaze wanted to tussle, and definitely tussled indeed. Looking at talents, here they are. Copy them, jot them down, take them into your Storm League matches, go out, have great victory. Hopefully Storm League will be reset soon. I want another new season. Oh my god. See you in a second, and I'll be, after these messages, I'll be right back.
Well, is that all? I expected a discourse on how I'll never defeat you. Again.
By the way, if you're holding on for a Frozen reference, just let it go. Oh no, what have I done?
No, I was never in Night Ranger. But I have an all-dead girl group called Banshee.
1,001 gods, and none could save you.
We must stop them, or all will be lost.
Sonya on the way up. And we're going to have ourselves a fight on the point. Althine and Slice in position. Mind Control is actually going to land onto Jaina. Good deny there by May. There's the ice block onto 2. One very low, and that's Crooked Smile. Sylvanas going down first, but Lathendra being chased out by the Cho'Gall. TKS tanks to hits the Feral Spirit, and that's going to be Tychus going down here, but Thrall may fall as well. There's the 2 for 2 for now. Deckard Cain going to be the next to go down. Smalaviel dueling versus Slice here. May going to have to back off. Cho'Gall may not let it happen. We'll see. Can all catch up. Poppin' Fresh going to turn it around here. The Cryo Freeze is online. It's a 3 for 2 for Wholesome Halfwits.
ETC is going to slide through the Andrew and get him body blocked around so that Andrew on the Taskfire Falls, Leoric then kind of not in among his teammates because his teammates got pushed out, going to fall as well. That is going to be the first 2 kills of the game over to Wholesome Halfwits.
The jump in from the Murden, big damage coming out. Pokeflute's gonna go down. We will see Soul Shepherd as well, very low. They're not able to keep it up. Bishop Mist trying to get out of there. 24 stacks now coming up. Lunara eats the stun, will go down with the assist from G Money Drums. Big balls, big Qs coming out from the Li Ming.
Hey, do you think you can help me find the beat? I seem to have dropped it.
If you can feel the ground moving, it's already too late.
Honestly, I'm just amazed Swiftwing can keep this up. I mean, flop, 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 flop. It never stops.
Not enough hatred. Just kidding. I hate you a bunch right now.
You know what the best part of being boss of Ratchet is? Because I'd love to know. I mean, seriously, it's so boring.
By the way. Oh, stun onto the Anub'arak, another stun.
Oh, but we can't stun lock him in now. The re-engage happens from the blue team. They're chasing down this Kerrigan. And also Junkrat, but he gets the mine out. But now Lucio might be in trouble.
Oh, she's dead. Kerrigan got killed.
Wait, Kerrigan? What?
Or, sorry,
Junkrat is dead. And oh, huge light bomb on 3 people. Lucio and Diablo bite the dust, and so does Kerrigan. And this will be a full team wipe. Unless... Yeah, okay, they get it.
Some stacks, but there is a little bit of brawl happening right as the objective starts. The offlaners are going to the respective towers stop, and the bottom brawl is going to happen. But Sonya just didn't pick it up.
Sonya's really behind on that soak, so she did need to catch that mid wave, and the Lyric was gonna interrupt anyway, so might as well just grab the soak and then interrupt him. Everybody here on the bot side is getting killed by the Vala. I forgot who that was. Medivh. He throws out the portal, but he gets CC'd before he can even get into that, so he's just gonna go down as well.
Comes out from Captain Crowley that Durant's doing actually a decent amount of CC there. Excellent sleep from Elfine. Elfine taking a lot of damage from it. Popping Fresh actually goes under and will go down to the Vala. Slice is able to get Dingleprof back, and that will be 3 people down on the side of Bad by Design.
All right, and we do finally have to move up to the top row of maps as my favorite map, the best map in the NGS map pool. I will fight you. Brax's Holdout is the selection. We are going to go ahead and see this picked by Wholesome Halfwits because Smoke really, really likes first pick and takes it every time they have the chance. But we will go ahead and go into the game right now, or more correctly, into the draft. Hello and welcome. So glad you could join me. This is the moment I've been waiting for. As I did mention a second ago, we do go ahead and have the first pick and first ban coming out of the side of Smoke. This is the map. This is interesting. And in my opinion, this is actually the strongest map pick a map picking team can have, because the offlane is so incredibly important here. If you know your offlaner is just as good or better than your opponent, you pick Practice Holdout because you picked it. Your opponent gets first pick, which means you get last pick. And if you get last pick, that means your offlaner can absolutely counter pick the other offlaner. The only thing you really have to worry about is Brightwing and Falstad. So if you make sure that your opponent can't have them, then basically you just kind of run the map because the offlaner can basically not lose. They got to pick the best possible matchup. We're going to have Sylvanas and Junkrat being taken out. Take it out, baby, tonight. All right, had to answer chat real quick. We do go to have, oh, interesting. They are taking Johanna away from Dr. CJ. Said, you know what, you've had Johanna the last 2 games, and it's really difficult to actually kill you. Johanna is apparently very survivable, and we don't like that. That is frustrating. However, we do go ahead and have Stukov continue. Stukov and Junkrat seems to be the ongoing ban for Wholesome Halfwits, and frankly, I don't blame them. Like, that's the thing, when you have a ban strategy and then you win the game, why would you change your ban strategy? Unless it's something map specific, and apparently they're like, no, these are the two that we really, really like banning, so deal with it. We do go ahead and have May coming out for Bishop Nader first and foremost. May, kind of a nice zoning tank, does make it very difficult to stay on the point because obviously you can blizzard the point at any point. That was not redundant at all. I don't know what you're talking about. You're obviously lying. Oh my gosh. How dare. Imperius coming out for that's interesting. So all that stuff I just said about how picking the map is really, really good because you get to counterpick your opponent. Apparently, Wholesome Halfwits are like, we don't even need to do that. That's a dumb strategy, Raka. They didn't say that. They're delightful people. We also do go ahead and have the Zarya on Crooked Smile. Interesting. Not a hero we see very often. I'm very curious where this goes.
The hunt is on.
We do go and have the Lunara finally coming out of Prophet Dingle, not being banned out. So they are saying, okay, we want to hippy hoppy here. We want to move very, very fast. Genji as well. Super, super, super penetrating characters, able to get through the front line extremely, extremely, extremely quickly. It's interesting they ban out Johanna, and then they take characters that would be good against Johanna. So Luna and Kahlua is on the Genji. Taking out the other duelist hero does not want to have the offlane have to deal with Artanis. Artanis' shields make it a little bit difficult for Imperius because Imperius does a lot of extra damage, but doesn't actually get a bonus against shields at all. Actually, I don't think that's true. I think the shields just give Artanis a lot of revolving hit points. There is the elite Tauran chieftain being taken out. Obviously, we do already have May. Neither side haven't actually picked their healer just yet, but only one healer banned out, so the battlefield is open. Interestingly, that we haven't had any globals taken. Globals are kind of a staple of Braxis because you really, really need to be able to help out your offlaner if your offlaner is having a bad matchup. So important to be able to control the top. Okay. We do have G money on the Gaul, more like Gaul money drums. Am I right? And then we are going to have Dr. Sigeli on the Cho. Hey, take away Johanna and he'll go with Choanna. So I always like doing this. This is going to be Dr. Srums. We'd have Psycho on Zul? Really? I do not like that pick at all. Zul is not well known for being a duelist. Definitely helpful in a team fight, but in a map as important of controlling the offlane as this is, I do not like that as a pick. And then we do go ahead and have Ana, not surprisingly. With Cho'Gall, it was either going to be Ana or it was going to be Ariel. But with that done, we will go ahead and go into the game right now. Looking at it, oh, I don't know. I do think Cho'Gall will have trouble. There's a lot of burst that can come out of Lunara and Genji. May going to be decent, but we'll just have to find out. Going into the game right now, I will see you inside, but you will not see me because I will vanish. And looking at the game, coming in on the blue side of the battlefield, we do have Wholesome Halfwits, the Warriors of Want, the Haberdashers of, I don't know, Hellions. They are represented by Dr. Sigeli on Cho, G-Money Drums coming in on Gaul. We do have Crooked Smile playing the Zarya. We do have TKS Tanksta on the Imperius, and Malaviel is on the Ana. On the other side of the battlefield, we have Smoke, the Soldiers of Solidarity, the Crusaders of Cataclysm. Actually, that's what neither of those were with a K. Whoops, whoops. We do go now. Bishop Nader playing the Mei. Prof Dingle is on the Lunara. Kahlua is playing the Genji. Zeno coming around on Uther. And then up top, we have Psycho playing the Zul. Crooked Smile gets a little bit. Cho'Gall is going to be. Now, here's the thing. I really feel like the big question will be how well Lunara can do. Zarya will work very, very effectively at trying to keep this up. Because Lunara did get a burst build at level 7. Will suddenly start doing a lot of damage. And frankly, it's a lot easier for Lunara to also hit the Q. Just because Cho'Gall's hitbox is so big. To go and have Psycho going up, getting the orb, and neither of them really engaging into the other super much. We do have Kahlua moving up. Now, here's the thing. If they do remember that Genji does have the ability to take the deflect build, and if you take the deflect build, Genji can solo the boss in like 8 seconds or something. It's ridiculous. So that may be a thing they end up going for. Interesting. Well, I want to go help top lane. 5 seconds until the beacons activate. Cho'Gall already standing on it. Dr. Crumbs. I do like that, Dr. Crumbs. This is the problem because my in-game name is just Raka, so it's just maybe like Dr. Karaka. You don't get anything cool with mine because my name is only 4 letters long. I guess if I was Cho, it'd be better. Rock Rums. But look at this. We do go ahead and have the Cho'Gall going back and forth. Taking a decent bit of damage, but Ana very, very easily able to keep that up. It does look like we're going to secure the top one. Crooked Smile's coming in. Kahlua is in the area, but Psycho is having to fall back, so it is a 2 versus 2. Tank's still falling back a little bit. We do go ahead and have the full channel going on. Down here, Cho'Gall is well keeping Bishop Nader and Zeno well at bay. They're trying to move in here right now, but they're having a lot of trouble. Crooked Smile does take a deep bit of damage, but Ana is up here trying to keep them up and alive. We do have Psycho in the area moving through here. Oh my gosh, got down to... I'm sorry for like stopping talking. I was just looking at that happen and we just had... We do have the full Zerg wave coming up top. Only 2 minutes in. It's going to be a relatively weak Zerg wave. Probably will not get the full fort. Down below, there's a single Ultralisk coming through. It looks like Imperius is going to do what they can. Imperius not well known for clearing Zerg. Alright, Psycho takes a lot of damage, gets up there a little bit too close. Sleep comes out from Dr. Crumbs. Kahlua does a Bishop Nader coming in. It looks like the full 5-man is up top trying to deal with this. And as predicted, they do get the wall, they get the moonwell, but they do not get the fort.
Zerg waves defeated. Resetting pins as per protocol.
Resetting pins as per protocol. All right, Genji up here. Just go ahead and scout out the fact they're taking this camp. Not going to be able to do too terribly much about it. Tanks are coming out of the bushes. Big spear coming in a second. Yep, double stun. We have Genji getting the heck out of there. Says, "Oh, I did not expect to be impaled today. That was not on the agenda." Psycho going to go down here and get actually maybe in a bit of trouble. Does go ahead and dodge the spear, thankfully. Took a couple of tower shots right as Tanks just showed up. So it was just a creme brulee of terrible. Creme brulee, emphasis on the brutality. Zarya does not care about standing in this. They want that fort. They say, you know what? The caster said we wouldn't get the fort. You know, they were technically right. We did not get the fort with the Zerg wave, but we are not waiting for the next Zerg wave in order to get it. We want this fort. We want the fort, and we want it now. Dr. Crumbs comes up, goes ahead and does a little bit of smacks back. Is going to walk around. Kahlua trying to go ahead and come in for a flank, but Dr. Crumbs is wise to this little strategy. TK Tankster is in the area looking to come up, although a little bit of an overcommit onto the Genji as the rest of your team is up here fighting. Crooked Smile is going to be the first one taken out. A lot of damage coming in. This may have been a little, that may have been a masterful bait from the Genji. However, here's TK Tankster looking in. All right, with that, we do have Dr. Crumbs moving back down to the bottom lane. Zarya is back and is riding out on their majestic golden horse. Let's admire this for just a second. Look at it. It kind of reminds me of the wooden horse for the Trojans. We do go ahead and have both of the things channeled at the moment. Psycho going to be down here. Not actually contesting this, which I'm not sure is the wisest decision. Here comes everyone else. They are outnumbered. They do have Malavial, Cho, and Gall. But here we do have Prop Dingle moving in, but as well as Crooked Smile. We are now up to 5. I think everyone, get in here! Blue right in the middle of the entire enemy team at the moment. Does dive in. And just like Crooked Smile is going to be the target, but great body blocking coming with Dr. Crumbs. We do go ahead and have the Genji in the backline. That is the one thing that is a bit of a problem, is that Genji is very, very regularly drawing a lot of attention. He's the hardest one to kill, but they really, really want this. However, Imperius is looking for this Bambi. It's going to go ahead and secure at least a spear, but no follow-up. No one was nearby, so the Lunara rides again. However, not so much up top. We do go ahead and have Zul being taken out by Cho'Gall. There's a lot of damage coming through from Dr. Crumb. Phil's spear comes into Bishop Nader. Not going to survive that, my friend. Very, very big charge out of there by Dr. Crumbs. Dr. Crumbs saying, I don't have a lot of health, but level 10s are now online on the side of Wholesome Halfwits. They are going to go in and take Angelic Armaments, Graviton Surge, Nano Boost, Hammer of Twilight, and Twisting Nether. That's interesting. That's not the combination you normally see. We have Zarya being taken out one more time. Kahlua going to get Hearth back. Is being hunted a little bit, but it's going to be just fine. Right now, the big story is the Zerg wave. Already went through the fort, is moving up onto the keep. Dr. Crumbs leads the way, prompting go out there a little bit in La La Land. There is once again Imperius is dealing with a ninja. Now up here, a lot of damage was done. They did lose the top Moonwell. Look at all this amazing experience being picked up by TKS Tanksta. Obviously, I probably don't need to say this by the fact that how the game is gone, but we did not have to deflect build. So we're not going to see instantaneous boss pickups. But surprisingly enough, as I say that, we will go ahead and have Smoke picks up the boss. This is not sniffed out in time, although it's nice 3-person stun, but we do go ahead and have the Snowball Cannon coming out, isolating away. There is a Graviton Surge, but then almost immediately, the Dr. Crumbs goes in and gets them out of it. Bishop Nader very, very low, does get out of there on the backline. We do have Zul going down, Kahlua down to single digits, not going to get out of there. We do go ahead and have the Sniper Snipes. And once again, Zarya goes down. I feel so bad. Like right now, we have a very Wholesome Halfwits doing a great job. But I swear, every time Smoke gets a kill, it's just about always on Zarya. Unfortunately, despite the fact they got 2 kills, they can't really do anything with it because the entire time of the Death Timers, they were busy trying to deal with this boss. but they have kept up both forts, but they've lost a Moonwell, and do have to retreat all the way back to their base in order to heal up. Dr. Gums moves in, a lot of damage on the Kahlua. Kahlua goes ahead and falls back in the backline. Tankster is already looking to see if there's going to be a re-engage. He's going to miss it, but Psycho is going to go ahead and get poisoned to death. Very, very appropriate considering Mr. Poison Nova. And speaking of which, he did take Poison Nova. We do have Dragon Blade on the Genji, Avalanche, Leaping Strike, and Divine Storm. Nice 3-man Avalanche for the disengage. Zul is the only one that goes down, but with that, we've got a momentary map control, and Tankster is moving down below. Oh, Genji left the game. Obviously, in this situation, Smoke needs to pause if they don't have Genji, but they can't like expect the other team to do it for them, and I certainly can't do it. They did not make me a referee. Here, I'll prove it. I don't have a pause button, so it is not on me. We do go and have the Zerg wave building up one more time. The Zerg will be coming down the top lane for Wholesome Halfwits. Here's everyone else kind of moving on through. Nice damage being done below. They do go and have a camp pushing with them. The lower Zerg wave will probably take out the bottom fort, but I do not think Wholesome Halfwits cares. They are looking to end this game. They are up here. A lot of damage going in. People being displaced. Great movement from the Cho'Gall. Does go ahead and move people through. And they are going in. We did have Lunara and Genji up top trying to deal with this. GG being called by Psycho. I do agree. I do not think that this can actually be survived. Fort is down to 50% as the Zerg wave is still at 85%. Zerg wave will not even have time to get through the fort as the fort goes down. And game number 3 does end in favor of Wholesome Halfwits, making them the 3-0 champions of the series. Oh, bloody. Very unfortunate time to come in and say that. Let me go and see if I can get you guys an interview right quick. All right, popping into a lobby to see if we are joined. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and look at the stats until someone gets in here. Malavial leading the healing war, doing 30, almost double Uther's healing at the same time. Again, Uther, one of those healers that you don't really take because he's a great healer. He has a lot of other things online. So Zeno coming in with 36,000 healing. No shame on his name. We do go ahead and have the hero damage. Gall leading the way, but Lunara coming in very close. 40,000, 38,000. We do go ahead and get the Zarya with Crooked Smile. Actually, surprisingly, Zarya out damaging everyone else. Out damaging Imperius and Genji and Zul. So very well done. Not something they're really expecting. Hello. We are joined by a lot of people actually.
Howdy. Yeah, we're not scared of interviews like a lot of teams are. We like them.
So we are joined by is it Dr. Sigelli?
Dr. Jelly. It's like a hard J.
Gotcha. I almost had it. I just added an extra. Yeah. We also have Malavial and Crooked Smile.
Hey, yay.
So, first of all, obviously, congratulations. Very well played series. Kind of a gimme question, but how are you guys feeling right now?
Feeling pretty good. You know, I always like when we get to play Cho'Gall Nano Boost. So yeah. I'm happy. Doctor giggles quite loudly when he gets the Nano Boost smash someone with his fist. So it's great.
It is a very nice feeling.
I do actually.
You can only do it so much.
I do actually want to ask about that. I will get to all the games, but while it's fresh on my mind, I did see a kind of unusual Cho'Gall ult setup. What was the reason for that?
You mean the stun and the bomb or whatever, the twisting nether?
Yeah, normally I see twisting nether coupled with the like pull everyone towards you ult.
I Yeah, I really don't like to pull everyone towards you because it doesn't pull them to you. It moves them a set distance. So like if someone's right next to you and you do it, it puts them like really far behind you. And so I've just gone auto attack build and started using the stun to just dive in, hit people back into the team, and then survive while I'm in there by auto attacking.
Oh, it makes a lot of sense. I should have said, I'm like, wait, what? That is
And
not how
also,
this is supposed to work.
it's also a very satisfying sound when you hit them.
Yes, it does. It is one of the better sounds in the game. A nice thunk.
So, getting back to game number 1, that was obviously Volskaya. First of all, you guys got to pick every single map this time around. Were these just comforts, or was there a specific reason you wanted Volskaya Towers or Braxis?
We don't really have any game plan. We just know that we win on those maps more often, so we just kind of random pick it.
Yeah, they banned us out of our 2 best maps, which is like probably everybody's best maps, but they banned us out of Shrines and out of Tomb. So we wanted to go. We love team fight maps, so we wanted to go to Volskaya because that's very point objective, like King of the Hill. Towers of Doom is also a very team fight heavy map. We're not good at macro, so we just went with those pretty much.
So makes sense. It is funny you say that because whenever we actually were in the coin flip, even though there was no coin flip, you guys took map pick, and then after the ban phase, you had to stop and be like, "Well, crap." Now we have to think.
Yeah. Yep. We really like Tomb Towers Tomb and Infernal because they're just really team fighting maps, and we do well team fighting. So we're just having to branch out and team fight on other maps, and I think we demonstrated that we can do that.
Oh, absolutely. Looking at game number 1, I did notice that like game number 1 was probably the most standard game. There wasn't anything super that jumped out at me that was unusual. The big thing I would say is that it did seem like whenever you guys did a lot of shuffling back and forth who was actually in the protector. It was like someone would get in, then all of a sudden it would stop and you'd flip around and you swap, stop and flip around.
Yeah, it wasn't really intentional. The people we wanted in for the first one, one of them wasn't there, so I hopped in it as Sylvanas, but then I wanted to hop out so I could deactivate towers and stuff. And then the second one, I think our healer hopped in, and then he wanted to hop out to be able to heal up the rest of us that weren't in during the second protector. So it was just kind of like things just happened because we weren't, we were spreading out, just taking over the whole map so much that we, like the second objective, when we took it, we only had our healer up there. So he just got in it to bring it down to us. And so it just kind of, we weren't doing it purposefully as a tactic or anything, it just happened that way.
All right. Makes a lot of sense. It was kind of funny to watch. It was like musical chairs with a protector. Going into map number 2, there was a very, very interesting decision I saw about halfway through where you guys traded, like, you guys started doing siege damage to their middle fort wall as they took bottom. And I was like, I have never seen a team do this. I do not understand why one would choose to. What actually happened there?
We just weren't concerned about them taking bottom, just because how handedly we were winning the team fights.
What map was second?
It was Towers.
Yeah, Towers. When we gave our bot for it,
We knew that
it was very early.
Yeah, we knew we would take it back. They had the advantage on taking the structures from us.
It was also 28-10 at that point, I think, or something.
And I think we didn't feel like we could get bottom quickly enough in order to stop them. So we just traded some damage elsewhere.
All right. Makes a lot of sense. The other one to kind of go into that same question is going to be, did you guys, there was a point right towards the end where for a brief period they actually had you 6-capped. Were you guys nervous at all about that? Because the Towers is famous for spiraling completely out of control.
Well, if we all died, we would have been, a bit concerned, but I think we saw 3 people up. So
No, I was the only one dead. I didn't get my ult off, and I could have escaped, but I was bad. And then I was the only one dead, and you guys rotated up to get mid while they were getting bot. And they got it. They had, I think, they only got 1 or maybe 2 fires of the all 6.
I think it was just 1.
I think it was just 1.
Yep, and then boss was up, so we assumed they would go for boss while we retook top back, and that gave us a better footing to continue the rest of the game from. It's never, that's not great, but to give up bot, but it was just advantageous at the time.
It was oddly enough, it was like the right call because we didn't have the siege damage, and it just set up in such a way that we saw what was going on and gave us time to retake our side of the map.
All right, definitely makes sense. Lastly, coming back into the Braxis holdout, one thing that's, and granted, this is just different playstyles, but I almost always see the team that picks Braxis hold their offlane to the very, very bitter end so they can counterpick. But you guys took like Imperius as your second selection. Is that just there is no counter for Imperius, deal with it? Or what was the thought process there?
We just want a Cho'Gall. We needed to hold Cho'Gall to the end in order to get him.
Yeah, we were testing the waters. If they had something a little more scary to deal with Cho'Gall's big health pool and their damage and the 1-2 there, then we probably wouldn't have picked it. But we just knew that we could survive against Genji and a Lunara, especially early game. A lot of our matches, we like to take advantage early game so that we can just get the pressure on as quick as possible, because a lot of heroes get really crazy at 20, especially Leoric, which they had both the last 2 games, I think.
No, they didn't have the last
one. Oh yeah, they didn't have the last one. Yeah. So we just like to win fast and early, get the games done with.
Well, that certainly seemed to be the thing going tonight, because you were like, okay, we want to start an hour early. Also, we don't want to start a minute late.
Yeah, our offlaner Tanksta, he was like on a time crunch tonight. So if we were have to play a game 4, he would have had to have left. So we would have had to just forfeited. So we were really just trying to power through everything.
Oh, yuck! Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, what you were saying is that this was I almost wish I had known that, but I'm kind of glad I didn't.
Yeah, we were just not going to tell anybody, and we were just going to be like, oh, it's like 2-1. Oh, well, peace. We're out. Like...
So, last 2 questions I have. First of all, I always ask this if I think about it. Where does the name Wholesome Halfwits come from?
Oh boy. So the first time I tried to make an NGS team, I picked a random set of words, and it came back as profane because the words were related to some profane things, and so I switched the name to another name that I thought was fine. I just picked it randomly, but it turned out that was also a profane thing. And so the third time I submitted the name, I knew that Wholesome and Halfwits were going to be fine. I was just trying to be a wholesome guy. I was apparently just an idiot. So that's where the name came from.
Makes a lot of... That is a great story to actually know.
Mm-hmm.
I always like asking because there's always the weird story behind, especially like every once in a while I ask this and I'm like, okay, so where does Phoenix Rising Ruby? It's like, well, I'm in Phoenix Rising and we all have gym names. But being able to talk to Wholesome, I'm like, I have to ask this.
Mm-hmm.
Last question. Now that you have won Division B Northeast, best division with the best mod, by the way.
Of course.
The next match you have is against the winner of B Southeast for the B East Grand Championship. It looks like that will be a game between Phoenix Rising Onyx and Psystorm Immortals. Do you guys have a preference on who you get to fight? Obviously, you don't get a say in it, but do you have a...
Honestly, I don't even know either of the teams. I haven't even looked at them, unfortunately.
Yeah, no clue.
I want to kill some Immortals. That's one of the team name, right? I think we can take down some Immortals.
I think we can.
Psystorm. I forget what their old name was. They used to be something else, and then they changed. So
Mhm.
I pay attention. Actually, it looks like. Oh no, never mind. I just saw in the it's like size from Bolts versus Solid School. I don't know who Solid School is. I assume that's a scrim. But oh well. Those are the questions I had for you. Let me go and turn it over to you for the shoutouts I'm sure you want to give.
Yeah, shout out to the team for showing up and processing this under our time crunch. And shout out to you for casting. Shout out to Boise State for giving us a forfeit a year, 3 years ago or something.
Yeah. Shout out to the pilot who's flying tanks this plane tonight that he's going to go catch, and may it not crash.
Shout out to TKS Tanks' coffee company,
Oh my.
www.melelo.com, MELLELO.com, buy coffee.
Okay,
Thanks.
Someone at that company needs better marketing because
it's a mouthful.
MELLIO.
MELLELO.com.
Melelo.
Melelo.com.
They call it Mellow Yellow. It's coffee.
And shout out to you. Thanks for casting.
My pleasure. It has been. This is the third night in a row I cast a pretty serious series, so thank you for making it just one that will definitely keep me awake. But with that, I'll go ahead and let you guys enjoy the after party. Let you check on your teammate, and we will go ahead and move over to Next Gaming Series 1, where they are currently in the middle of playing. I should know this. Looks like they're going to have the Heroic Series. I Just Enjoy Breadman versus Phoenix Rising Esports. I actually do not have the ability to do raids, so if you guys just go up to the top of your bar, and where it says Next Game Series 2, just take the 2 away and press enter, and you'll go there. It's like magic. But I will see you guys then. Thank you for being here, and bye-bye.